Hello there, Rabbi. I see you're in the gallery.
I am. I always enjoy art, whether it's in a gallery, whether it's in a studio, whether it's on television. Art is fascinating, don't you think, Joe?
I agree. And you and I have had more than several conversations about what is art and what isn't art. From Degas to Jackson Pollock and everything in between, from ancient art to modern art. Art has always been hand in hand with religion because even though we try to avoid idolatry in the pursuit of religion, we have statues in churches, we have stained glass and artwork in temples and so on and so forth. Can we separate the two? Are we going to become Protestants of some kind that eschew all artwork and adornment?
Absolutely not, Joe. Art takes us to a reality that the artist sees, and it's eye-opening, and it's supposed to be eye-opening. And I think art is very important in our lives, in secular, in as well as in religion. And we have a lot of religious art. We have centuries of religious art. And it helps us attain God because we're viewing the universe, we're viewing God's creation through the eyes of someone else. I don't have to agree with them. I don't have to like it. However, oh, look, I like that. I never saw that before. Look at the way the artist views creation. Look at the way the artist views different religious figures. And that depiction is theirs. Now, I can decide I don't want to look at it. Okay. I don't want to buy a copy and hang it in my house. Okay. I don't ever have to walk into the museum and view it. Okay. It's not my job to decide what other people should view in the museum. And isn't that what a museum is for? A place where we can gather art, where we can gather pictures or photographs or sketches, whatever it might be, and we open it up and people can decide if they want to go and view these things. My job is not to censor or guard it and say, I'm sorry, Michelangelo, I don't agree with his art, therefore all his stuff should be banned. No one should be allowed to look at it.
Well, I know I have gone into many a museum and looked at something and said, oh my gosh, how did that get in here? And there are other pieces I've looked at and admired and had to explain to someone whom I was with why it's great art and not just a hunk of scrap metal or a rag that happened to be on the floor when the paint bucket got tipped over. But there is the tricky issue of presenting it something as art and then it's so far outside the mainstream definition. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I think that's up to the public or the press, the media itself. And we have lots of ways to convey don't go. However, this is important. As soon as we censor something, we have the forbidden fruit effect. If you tell me, Joe, I don't want you to look at that, or don't go to that restaurant, or don't eat that food, it's just human nature to go, I want to find out why he doesn't want me to see that. I want to find out why he doesn't want me to go to that restaurant. One of the best ways to deal with is just ignore it. If you give something publicity, it's going to go across the planet instantly. Don't publicize it. If something isn't worthwhile, it's not good art, don't point it out. Don't say anything. And it'll become obscure. No one will visit. No one will look at it. No one will promote it.
Well, I know one thing that I want to promote, and that's our conversations. I hope we keep doing them for quite a while. And whether it's art, religion, or what's the best place to get a good corned beef sandwich, I always want to check with you first, Rabbi. Thank you so much.
And you just pointed out that as human beings, we all have opinions. We all make judgments about different things. You just have to weigh where are those comments coming from, who's recommending or who's saying you shouldn't.